We'll do some hip stretching. Do you guys have any props? You have blocks, I think you said.
Yep.
Yes, I've got some blocks now.
And a strap.
Okay. Do you have a strap, the yoga belt or the yoga strap?
I do. I'm not sure where it's at.
I'll show you one.
You can use a belt or a towel too.
Yeah, if you have any other belt, it's fine. If you have it, if you don't have it, it's fine. We can do it some other time. But Susan, do you have this?
I have one. I'm not sure where it's at. I don't know.
Okay, some other time, if you find it, keep it handy next time. Some other time we'll use this. I just like to do things which everybody has, especially in Zoom, because that way I can guide accordingly. Yes. But if you don't have it, that's fine. We'll keep the blocks handy. We'll do some hip stretches with that, 2 blocks. And then if you want a blanket or a pillow for the knees, you can have that. So we'll get started on the mat. We are going to start lying down today. So let's start on our backs, okay? So let's start lying down. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just make my screen bigger. And then let's lie down here on the mat. So getting comfortable. So again, when you lie down, just bend your knees, feet go wide, and let's do a couple movements before we find stillness. So just, it's called as windshield wipers. So just moving the knees side to side, kind of loosening it. Very good. And then slowly we come back, feet back in center. And then you can either stay right here with the knees falling in, feet are wide, knees fall in, and just relax here, arms away. If you want to come in traditional Shavasana, which is stretching the legs out, you can feel free to do that if that feels good. Some of us feel comfortable stretching the legs out. If some of us feel tightness in the hips and the lower back, you can keep the knees bent. So we're going to start here and take some time to really relax. So really what I do is sometimes I lift my lower back and just tap it a couple of times and let them relax, let the lower back relax. And then I also roll my shoulders a couple of times and just let the shoulders and the upper back relax. Arms open, close your eyes, and start to bring your awareness to this practice. So remember, this is a mind-body practice. So we start to bring our focus to this practice. Let's bring our focus to the space. So with your eyes closed, just imagine lying down on the mat. You can see yourself lying down on the mat with eyes closed, just imagining as if you're observing how your posture is, how you feel relaxed. Close your eyes. And then let's start our practice with 3 open mouth exhales. So let's take a breath in through the nose, inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Just releasing it completely as if you're sighing loudly. You can do audible exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Very good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, release. Very good. Bring your right palm on the abdomen. And notice the abdominal breath. So each time you exhale, bring that belly button in. Each inhale, let it expand. Gentle up and down movement of the abdomen. Each exhale, bring the belly in. Inhale, let it expand. And then continue that at your own pace. Hi, Mary. Continue that breathing at your own pace. Inhales and exhales. And the belly moves up and down with the breath. Inhale, the belly expands, chest expands, filling up the lungs. And exhale, belly button sinks in. Just up and down movement. Let's take a couple more breaths here. And let's repeat one positive affirmation to this practice. Whatever you're seeking today, strength, balance, focus, maybe a little gratitude, maybe acceptance. Now from here, let's bring our palms to touch, rub the palms, creating nice warmth, and then make a cup of your hands, place it on the eyes. Feel that nice warmth. And then gently release the palms, blink your eyes open, and let's bring our knees into the chest. So slowly hugging the knees, and then gently rocking side to side. It might take some time to start that movement. Just rocking side to side. Nice massage. And then slowly come back to the center. Bring your palms on the knees, and let's bring our knees back and forth. So each time I exhale, I bring my knees closer to the body. Inhale, stretch it away. Exhale, bring it close. And inhale, stretch. So my knees are going back and forth in the mat. So just front and back. And just notice how that feels on the lower back. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center. Now keep your palms on the knees. Start to take circles. So right knee moves to the right. Left knee moves to the left. Gentle circles here. Very good. And then bring your knees back to the center. Let them move in the opposite way. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center. Moving in both the directions. Release the feet on the mat. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Now from here, windshield wipers again, just like the beginning. Side to side. So I'm dropping my knees to the left and then taking it all the way to the right. So slowly loosen the lower back and go as far as you feel comfortable. Maybe drop them all the way, or if it doesn't go that far, that's okay. Very good. Now the next time you lower the knees to the left, let's hold that stretch. Very good. Breathe. Feel that stretch into the lower back. And then gently come back to the neutral. Drop the knees to the other side, all the way down. Very good. Feel that stretch again. Couple breaths here. And then slowly bring yourself back to the center. Now from here, bring your feet closer to each other, and they are as wide as the hips. And then walk them closer to the hips. So they are wide as the hips, walk them closer to the hips, arms alongside of the body, palms on the mat. Now from here, press through the palms, press through the feet, slowly lift up, inhale up, exhale down. So we are moving with the breath. Press through the feet, inhale, reach through the belly, exhale, lower. Very good. Let's do that 4 more times at your own pace. Finding your breath, finding the pace of your breath. And see if you can go a little deeper each time, which means you want to reach the belly a little more. This is a bridge pose flow, so just a warm-up flow. This is a nice back bend. Very good. Now from here, after finishing 4 times, let's take that stretch and hold that stretch. So I'm going to press through the feet, palms, lift my belly up. Very good. Squeezing those glutes, engaging the back and the core. Let's stay here. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Keep reaching through the belly. Very good. Nice. Stay here. 1 more. And then with the next breath, start to lower the bridge very slowly, all the way to the mat. Very good. Release. Exhaling it out completely. Bring your knees into the chest. Once again, palms on the knees. Open the knees, bring them closer, same circles. Right knee moves to the right, left knee moves to the left. Couple circles. You might find a little resistance as if it's getting too tighter, and that's okay. As we move, it'll get loose. Bring your knees back to the center, opposite direction. Bigger circles. Knees are going in all the directions. Very good. And then slowly bring your knees into the chest. Give a nice gentle hug. Press those thighs into the abdomen. See if you can get your knees closer a little more. And then slowly release the feet on the mat. Very good. Now from here, let's release our legs on the mat. We are going to do some leg raising. Now that also works on the hips, lower back, but it also strengthens the core muscles. Let's bring legs closer, arms alongside of the body, so the whole body is in one line. Now we start with the right side. Now, to make it a little easier, if you want, you can slide those palms under the hips gently, and then keep your feet, your legs closer. When you're ready, right leg goes up, right leg goes down very slowly. Once again, lift that right leg and then lower it back down. Let's do that 2 more times. At your own pace. Very good. And the next time the right leg goes down, take a moment, bring your legs closer again. The right leg is starting to get longer, isn't it? Now we are going to engage the right leg and lift that right leg. This time we hold. So slowly lift the right leg up, point through the right toes, keep stretching through the toes, and let's hold that stretch. One leg up, reaching. Very good. One more breath. And then gently bend the knees. Sorry, bend the right knee. Now bend the right knee, hug the right knee closer. Very good. Press that thigh into the abdomen. So when you see here, I'm starting to bring that right knee a little closer. So it starts to move a little more. So you can go a little back and forth, start to warm up, and then press that right knee closer. So it's stretching the whole back side, stretching the sciatic nerve running through the back of your right leg. Let the left side relax. Keep holding that right knee closer. Nice. Now from here, let's do a hip stretch. Open the right knee to the right side. So I'm going to open it towards the right. And not too much as it feels good. Keep that left hip on the mat. You don't want to roll on the right side completely, just stretch it through the hip. Very good. Breathe here. One more breath. And then slowly bring that right knee back to the center. Now, once your right knee is back to the center, we are going to switch our hands. So we are going to hold that right knee with the left hand, open the right arm out, palm is facing up, and then I'm going to go into a twist. So let that right knee go all the way to the left side, going as far as it feels good. Okay, don't have to go too far, where it feels nice, deep stretch, no pain. Once you're here, if it feels good, turn the neck to the right. Very good. Deep stretch into the back muscles. Very good. Stay here for one more breath. Very good. And then when you feel ready, slowly bring that right knee back to the center. Coming back to neutral. Now, hug the right knee again, interlacing the fingers. Hug the right knee closer. I'm getting the right knee closer to the chest. When you're ready, the next exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders and bring the nose closer to the right knee. Going as far as it feels good. Breathe. Very good. Stay here. If this feels too much, you can lower the head and just keep pressing the knee. One more breath here. Nice work. Slowly lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Now release the palms on the mat. Slide that right palm under the right glute. Lift the right leg up. We're going to hold that stretch. Just one breath here. Reach. Nice. And then slowly start to lower the right leg. Keep pointing those right toes. You're engaging the core, the back muscles. Slowly lower it. Nice control. Very good. Slowly release. Both the legs on the mat. Bring them closer to each other. The whole right side feels different. Maybe a little more energy, a little more connection to the mat. It also feels longer than the left. Very good. Acknowledge that difference. And we're going to start to take that same sequence on the other side. Remember, we start with the leg raising. So if you want to slide that left palm under the glute, palm is still facing the mat. From here, left leg goes up, bring it down. Very good. Left leg goes up, bring it down. And let's do that 2 more times. Very good. Everybody is supercharged today. You guys are doing before me. Slowly come down. And let's do that left leg up and hold the stretch. When you're ready, left leg goes up and let's hold that stretch just for a couple breaths. Keep reaching through the toes. Keep your palm under the glute if you want. And then slowly bend that left knee. Now, hold that left knee, interlace the fingers, press that left knee closer to the body. Let the right side relax completely. Very good. Breathe here. Exhaling completely. Nice pressure on the abdomen. Now let's take that hip opener. So left knee opens outwards towards the left side. So remember, don't go too far. You want to keep your right hip on the mat. Opening that left knee. Very good. Nice work. Feel the difference. Does this feel different than the other side? You always have the chance to observe, to introspect how the body is on right and left. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center. Now, bring your left knee back to the center. I'm going to switch my hands. I'm holding the left knee with the right. Open the left arm out and gentle twist. Coming into twist in opposite direction. We twist it on the other side. Now, if you feel good, turn the neck to the left. Adding that twist into the cervical spine. That is completely optional. Keep breathing. And then gently bring yourself back to the center. Untwist. Interlacing the fingers. Bring your knee closer to the chest. Your neck is in neutral position now. When you feel ready, if it feels good, lift your nose. Bring your nose closer to the knees. Lifting your head, neck, and shoulders. Keep breathing. Never hold the breath. Nice. Slowly lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Now from here, release the palms on the mat and you can keep your left palm under the glute. Reach the left leg up. Keep pointing through the left toes. Very good. Breathe. And then when you're ready, slowly lower the left leg all the way to the mat. Release. Very good. Release the left leg. Bring both the legs closer. They feel equal. Closing your eyes, exhaling out completely. Nice. That engages both sides of your legs, torso, and the core. Let's do that together with both legs. So just a leg raising. So bring your palms on the mat again. You can slide them under the glutes. Squeeze the legs into each other and lift both the legs up. And if this is too much for your core, you can bend the knees and lift the legs up. So reaching into legs up the wall. Very good. Breathe. Stay here. 2 more breaths. Very good. And then bend the knees. Very good. Hug the knees closer. Press those thighs into the abdomen. If it feels good, lift your head, neck, and shoulder. Bring your nose closer to the knees. Coming into wind-free pose. Very good. Breathe here. 2 more breaths. This is a very powerful pose for your core, for your abdomen, digestive system. Slowly lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Release the palms on the mat. Legs up the wall again. Reach through the toes. And then squeeze the legs into each other and slowly lower the legs. Very good. Release. And let's take a Shavasana. So let's bring our legs wide, arms away from the body. Wiggle through the hips if you want. And then close your eyes. Just a couple breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Complete release. Very good. Notice the difference in the lower body compared to the shoulder and the neck. Very good. Now slowly bend the knees. We are going to bring our knees into the chest. Now we are going to come into a tabletop position. So slowly roll on the right side and gently get up. And you can always rock lengthwise if you're used to do that. Very good. Come up and let's find our tabletop position. We're going to find a nice balanced tabletop. Bring your palms under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, fingertips, fingers, and palms on the mat. Top of the feet are on the mat. From here, let's start our tiger stretch or cat and cow breaths. Inhale, stretch through the spine, tailbone tucks out. And as I exhale, my tail tucks in and my chin goes to the chest. Inhale, chin rises, belly drops. Exhale, chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone in. So the entire spine is moving with the breath. Synchronize this movement with the breath at your own pace. Very good. Exhale, curl the back. Inhale. Very good. And let's do that 2 more times. Very good. And the next time you exhale, let's meet back in neutral spine, coming back to neutral back. Now flat back. From here, we are going to come into our balancing bird. Stretch the right leg out. Point through the right toes. Remember, I'm keeping it at the hip level, not too high, not too low. And then opposite arm points to the front. Keep staring at a point in front of your eyes. That helps you to balance. Very good. Nice work. Stay here. 1 more breath. Very good. Slowly come back. Tabletop. Let's take that balance on the other side, 1 step at a time. Stretch the left leg out as if you're trying to reach the left back wall. And then opposite arm points to the front. I'm stretching through the fingers and toes. Keep staring at a point. Very good. Nice balance. 1 more breath. Beautiful, everyone. Slowly come back to neutral. Meet back in tabletop position. Let's even it out with 2 cat and cow breaths. Inhale, exhale, and 1 more time. Very good. Very good. Now from here, we are going to grab our blocks. So from tabletop, let's come into a lunge position. So I'm going to bring my right foot front. And if it feels good, slide that left knee back. Or you can keep it where it is. And then I'm going to bring my blocks closer to the body and come up here. Right? So if you want to start this from kneeling, you can go into kneeling and just step the right foot front and you can still come here, same position. Now bring those blocks closer to the hips. Once I'm here, I'm going to keep my palms on the block and get my back taller. So I'm kind of stretching lengthwise. So what happens is sometimes with the block, we get a little extra support to begin with. And this helps us to get our back a little taller. So if I'm kind of slouching here, I'm going to bring my shoulders and then lift that spine. Very good. Get that nice lift here. Very good. Stay nice and tall. Keeping hip width apart, not too narrow, not too wide. Nice balancing position. Now, once you're here, reach up the arms, couple circles, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Very good. Now, bring your palms to touch, interlace the fingers and reach. Very good. If this is too much, you can reach the arms. Very good. If you can interlace the fingers and palms, reach up. Very good, Susan. Just turn the palms up. Yeah, that's too much, isn't it? And then slowly release. Very good. Now from here, I'm going to take a twist to the right side. So I'm keeping my left palm on the knee and then twist to the right. Now if this feels comfortable, you can open the arms or you can stay right here. Both ways. And you can keep your left palm on the right knee. Keep twisting to the right. 1 more breath. And then gently untwist. Come back to the center, reach up. And then slowly release. Very good. Now from here, let's take a half split. That is stretching the hamstrings and the calf muscles. So from here, I'm going to keep my hands on the block. Stretch my right leg up. Mary, do you have blocks?
No.
Oh, okay. So if you don't have, that's fine. What you can do is just stay here. If you have a chair, you can, but I think it would be easier because you can hold the chair. When the chair is moving, you have to be careful, right? So you can stay right here and see if you can stretch a little forward, not too much. I don't want you to fall, right? Very good. Breathe. Stay here. If you have blocks, you can just hold on the block and take a forward fold. And you don't have to worry if you don't have. If you want to keep your hands on the mat, Mary, you can. And if your knee has a tendency to lock, I want you to keep a gentle bend in the knee. Very good. Breathe. Very good. Stay here. One more breath. And then bring yourself up. Bring that right foot on the mat and slowly come up. And let's get into kneeling. How was that without the block, Mary? Was it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now from here, let's take that on the other side. Left foot on the mat. Okay, so we're going to take that same sequence on the other side. I'm going to start with bringing the blocks here. Now, if you don't have the blocks too, you can start to stand taller as if you're stretching the spine. If you have the blocks, just press those fingertips and get taller. Very good. Find your balance, find your strength. Feel that stretch into the back leg. If you don't feel any stretch into the back leg, you can maybe move that back knee towards the back wall to just deepen that stretch if you want to. Okay, but that still you still want to keep your balance. Now, once you're here, reach up through the arms again, circling the wrist there just a couple of times, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Very good. And then bring your palms to touch. You can interlace the fingers. Very good. This way, and then turn. You don't have to turn. I was just showing you guys. Turn to the front. Keep facing front and reach through the arms. Very good. If you have interlaced the fingers, you can reach up to. Very good. Breathe. If it's too much to turn the palm, don't worry about it, Susan. Okay, just stay here. Nice stretch, and then slowly release. Very good. Now let's take a twist. Remember, we twisted on one side. So again, you can open the arms, or you can bring your right palm on the left knee. Left arm opens at the shoulder level, twisting to the left. Either open arms or keeping it on the knee. Stay here. One more breath. Nice. And then slowly come back to the center. Reach, a stretch, and then release the arms. Very good. Now we are going to start that split. So stretch that left leg out, and we're going to hinge forward. So you can either keep that block handy, you can keep it where you want, you can keep it closer, whichever, adjust your height of the block. If you want to stay right here without falling, you want to hinge gently forwards. Or you can keep your hands on the mat, that's fine too. Very good, breathe. One more breath. And then push yourself up, bend that left knee, left foot on the mat, come back to kneel. Let's move that blocks away. Let's take a child's pose from tabletop. Knees go wide, hips go to the heels, reach the arms to the front. Coming into a nice, relaxed child's pose. Close your eyes. Let the whole body relax. Just observe your breath if it feels different. Your exhalations are longer. If your knees are wide, your belly moves up and down with the breath. You can feel the abdominal breath. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Very good. Now from here, let's come up on your tabletop again. Find a balanced tabletop again. Knees are under the hips. So adjust your knees a couple of times. And then bring your palms under the shoulders. Fingertips, fingers, and palms on the mat. So when you keep your palms, I don't want you to keep the wrist close. That way you're putting a lot of weight on the wrist joints. That is too much for the wrist. Keep your fingertips, fingers, and then palms on the mat. So less pressure on the wrist. Keep your palms as wide as the shoulders. We take our downward facing dog from here. Curl the toes in, keep the knees bent, and start to push the hips backwards and lifting it up. So stretching that spine all the way. And then straighten your knees. And then you're going to start to press the right heel, press the left heel alternatingly. It's called like bicycling the legs. So pressing right and left just to stretch it out. Very good. Couple times. And then once you feel comfortable, let's hold that stretch. Keep lifting the tailbone. Keep moving the hips to the back wall. And you can keep gentle bend in the knees. Very good. This is a beautiful inversion. Increases the blood flow to the head and neck region. It stretches the whole body. It engages the core and the back. We stay here for 2 more breaths. Very good. With each breath, see if you can lift your hips a little more. Very good. Now from here, you can either lower back to tabletop, that means lowering the knees, or you can look towards the palms and see if you can walk your feet to the palms. So you can either come into a forward fold, or if you lower back to tabletop, you can step front with each foot and slowly come into a forward fold. So wherever you are, we meet into forward fold. Take your time to get there. And then once you're here, let the shoulders hang. So Susan, you can avoid this forward fold. Just stay standing, grabbing opposite elbows, just stretching it out. Saying yes and no with the neck. Very good. And then when you're ready, slowly press through the feet and gently come up. Yeah, Susan, you can avoid that forward fold, longer forward fold, okay? You can just maybe be there and just slowly come up if you want. Couple shoulder rolls. And we are in a nice, comfortable standing position, right? Halfway through the class. Now let's find our standing poses. I'm going to keep my chair handy. We're going to use it later, not immediately. Okay. Let's find. And remember, if you're holding chair as a support or something like that, you don't want the chair with the wheels, okay? So it would be like, that's not working. So make sure you do that. And then let's find our balance mountain pose, okay? Tadasana or mountain, which helps us to get a nice balance on both sides. Lift the toes, press the toes, lift the heels, press the heels couple times. Very good. And then roll on the outer and inner edges. Now, once you do that, anchor through all the corners of the feet. They're nice and parallel. They're under the hips. Stand taller. So when I start to press my feet, my whole body is nice and anchored. And tucking that tailbone in the center, my arms are relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed. Arms are hanging alongside. And with each breath, I feel taller. So I'm getting tall. Crown is reaching up. Pull the shoulders back so you get that nice lift. You might feel that lift actually. People who practice yoga regularly, they start to feel that they're taller. Not that they actually physically grow, but they start to feel the length in the spine because our bones are so much compressed. When we start to slouch, you know, you want to stretch that up. Very good. Nice length into the spine. Find a focus in front of your eyes, something to stare at. We are going to take 4 deep breaths here. So nice inhale through the nose. And you can do exhale, open mouth. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale. Very good. 2 more times. Inhale. Very good. Now the next inhale, let's reach up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. Very good. Let's do that couple times. Inhale, reach, stretch. Exhale, lower back down. Very good. And let's do that 1 more time. Very good. And gently release. Very good. Now from here, we are going to reach up as you inhale. We interlace the fingers and the pointer is pointing up. So I'm interlacing all the fingers except the pointer. So reach through the pointer. Keep pressing through both the feet. Side bend on one side, come back up. Side bend on one side, come back up. And let's do that 2 more times. Same side. We are bending same side again and again. Very good. And then slowly come back up and then release. Very good. You feel the difference on right and left side. Once we do it repetition 4 times. Very good. Now we are going to inhale, reach, interlace the fingers, do the same thing again. This time we bend and we hold. So stay where you feel comfortable. Keep pressing through both the feet. Remember, you don't want to curl in forwards. You want to keep that left, whichever shoulder is on the top, you want to keep it open. Chest is facing front. Very good. Stay here. Nice work, everyone. One more breath. Now press through the feet. Slowly come up. Very good. Slowly release. Did you feel that it takes an effort of these muscles to come up? So that's what we are doing. Okay, we are strengthening the lateral muscles. This is also working on your spine, keeping it nice and strong in all the directions. We are going to do that on the other side. We stretch one side. We are doing it on the opposite side. Doesn't matter which side you did first. Let's do it on the other side. Reach up, interlace the fingers, pointer pointing up. Now bend to the other side, come back up. Bend to the other side, come back up. And let's do that 4 more times. So whichever side you did not do before, do it on the other side, okay? And then come back up. Very good. Slowly release. You do it like 3 or 4 times. Stretch it out. And let's do that on the other side and hold, okay? So reach up, interlace the fingers again, stretch it out, and then exhale, side bend. Now keep holding here. Keep holding the stretch. Keep chest facing front. Press through both the feet equally. Very good. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Very nice. Slowly come up. And then release. That is awesome. You guys have a lot of energy today. Let's do headstand. I'm just kidding. So I haven't done headstand in a while. So right. So let's come back here. Wiggle through the legs. Now, we did the side bending. Now let's come into our balance, coming into our tree pose. So let's find our chair. If you want to go near a table or a side table or a couch, feel free to do that. I'm just going to adjust my screen a little. Okay, now from here, I'm going to stand taller on both the feet, just like our mountain, okay? So wiggle through the legs, stand taller. I'm going to hold my right hand. I start with my right leg. So I'm standing strong on my right leg. When I feel ready, I'm going to start staring at a point in front of my eyes. I have a table in front of me. I'm going to stare at the corner of that table and then slowly lift that left leg up. Now, once I lift the left leg, I open the left knee out. Okay, so this is the same when we did the warm-ups in the lying down. We open the left knee, stretching through the hip. Keep it next to the calf muscles. You can keep it closer to the mat. If you want to keep it on the mat, stand taller through the right leg. You don't want to keep it across the knee. Now, once you're here, you can start bringing your hands to the heart, or you can bring one hand and tiptoe the other, or maybe bring both and press. And if you want to reach up, you can keep the palms pressing into each other and reaching up if that feels good. If that feels too much, you can reach one hand and just keep holding the chair. Very good. Breathe. Staring at your point. Beautiful. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Very good. And then slowly release. Release the arms, release the legs. Very good. Take some time, release. Feel the difference on the right and left side. Right side feels a little more warm. Left side feels a little lighter. You're going to do that on the other side when you're ready. And take your time. So if sometimes when you come on one leg and you start to fall, you want to keep your step the foot and stop the fall, right? So you want to keep remembering to do that if you fall or if you're losing your balance, right? So once we are here, let's start with our left leg, okay? So again, finding your focal point, something to stare at, and keep holding the chair the whole time if you want, that's fine. Now slowly lifting that right leg up, and then I open my right knee out. Again, how far it feels good. You can keep it calf muscles or near the ankles closer to the mat. Once again, nice length into the spine. This is what gives that nice strength. Keep that left hip stronger. Very good. Keep staring at a point. You can stay one hand on the chair, one hand to the heart. Tiptoe the hand on the chair if you want, or if you feel comfortable, bring it closer, palms go closer or interlace. Very good. Keep staring at a point and breathe. Rakshasa tree pose. When you're ready, slowly release the arms and then release the legs. Very good. And you can stay longer if you like to stay in that tree. Sometimes it just feels very calming standing on one leg. So that's one of the effect of the tree pose or any standing one leg pose. It brings your mental fluctuations to one pointed awareness. So it kind of removes the clutter from the mind, brings the peace and calm. That not only works on the physical strength, it also works on your mind. Okay, that's why they used to meditate. When you say you want to meditate, you want to increase your focus, they tell you to stand on one leg. So even in other, with the dance, karate, everywhere they teach you to work on standing on one leg because that brings your focus. Very good. Now from here, let's take a forward fold. Today we take a wide leg forward fold. So I'm going to have a block handy. And again, you don't have to have a block. If you want one, we are going to keep our feet wide. And then keep the heels in same line. So sometimes I use the reference line of the mat. And then keep your heels in same line. Keep them as wide as they feel good. Okay, now from here, remember we are bending through the lower back. Feel free to bend your knees if you want to. Okay, if your hamstrings are too tight, you can bend your knees, right? If we are using a block, it's going to be somewhere in the center where we are going to keep our palms. Now, once again, inhale, reach, give a nice back bend, and then hinge forwards and bend forwards. So again, go slowly, keep your palms on the block or the mat. Keep your knees gently bent if you want. With the knees bent, keep lifting the hips up. So just like your downward facing dog, you want to feel that stretch. Very good. Breathe. Stay here. If you're taking this forward fold and the deep forward fold doesn't feel good, you can come halfway, which is keeping the hands to the hips and just stretching halfway. You can also do that with the chair where you stretch halfway, where you keep your feet wide and just stretch. This could be a modification. If you don't want to go all the way down, you can stretch here. Okay, breathe. 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, press through the feet. Slowly come up, hands to the hips and gently come up. Very good. How does that feel? Good. Susan, you're feeling good?
Yes.
A little dizzy?
Yes.
Okay, so I was showing this modification for you or for anyone. I'm just going to show once again. If a deep forward fold doesn't feel good for the back, or if it makes you feel more dizzy, sometimes it does. If you don't want to do that, what you can do is you can just bend halfway and have a table or a chair and just keep it at the shoulder level and stretch. So you see my back is still getting the stretch. And my neck is not going down. The giddiness, the dizziness you feel is when your neck is down. So if I keep my neck in line with the spine, I still feel the stretch. I still feel the stretch in the back of my legs. So you can always do that modification. If any day you don't want to go all the way down, feel free to do that. I just wanted to show this. Slowly release, come back to the center. Take some time, feel the difference in the breath and the heart rate. Very good. Now from here, let's lower ourselves on the mat. Coming down on the mat, find a comfortable seat. Very good. Wiggle through the legs, point and flex the toes. Very good. Let's hold our right knee up and couple circles with the right ankle, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Nice, and then gently release. Let's take it to the other side. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center, wiggle through the legs. Now, let's bend both the knees, feet facing each other. And if it feels good, bring the heels closer, as close as they feel good. Interlacing the fingers, holding those feet closer. And then let's do up and down movement of the knees, just like a butterfly flapping. Adjust your weight into the sits bone. So when I wiggle through the hips, what is happening is I'm kind of adjusting that weight here, taking the flesh out from my glutes so I get a little length in the spine. And then a couple flappings. Now, once I'm done with that, a little warming up, I'm going to open my knees wide. So as much as I can open, as if they're trying to touch the mat. Now, once I'm here, I'm going to hinge forwards through the lower back. Very good. And if this feels too much, you can just go back and forth a couple times just to warm up those muscles. Exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale, come up. So I'm going to show you sideways here. Feet are closer, holding them tight, tightly, and then hinge forwards, come back up. Come back up. Or you can hold here as far as you go. And again, doesn't matter how far you go because this is a tighter spot. Not everybody is able to move here. So whichever feels good, you can keep moving back and forth or just hold a little more. Very good. Stay here. Nice. 2 more breaths. And then gently come back up. That takes care of most of your hip worries, isn't it? It starts to stretch the hips and the inner thighs. Very good. Release. So that is going to give a lot of extra nice blood flow to the hips and the lower abdomen. So all these poses which are wide legs, they work on the hip, they work on the lower back, and they also work on the lower abdomen, internal organs. Okay, now from here, let's come to the top of the mat. Bring your arms parallel. Squeeze your legs into each other, and we're going to start to lower ourselves on the mat. Now, if you don't want to do this, you can just skip this part and just lower back on the mat. So engage the core and then slowly lower. Lower back, middle back, and the upper back. And then once I find myself on the mat, legs go wide, arms away from the body. 3 open mouth exhales here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Release. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And 1 more. Very good. Now from here, let's bend the knees. Bring your knees into the chest. And again, rock side to side just a couple times. Evening it out, giving a nice massage. Very good. And then gently come back to the center. Now, release the feet on the mat. We are going to do the bridge pose, what we did before. So, where we lift our belly up. So, let's walk our heels closer to the hips. They are still parallel, as wide as the hips. Now, bring your palms to the mat. Press through the palms at feet. And then lift into bridge. So, lifting the belly up. Keep pressing through the heels, through the toes, through the palms. If it feels good, walk your arms closer, interlacing the fingers. If that is too much, keep your palms where they are. Very good. Breathe here. With each breath, keep lifting the belly up. Nice stretch. Very nice. Stay here. 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly lower the bridge, 1 vertebrae at a time. So I release the middle back, lower back, and tailbone. Exhaling completely. Notice the faster breath rate and heart rate. The bridge pose, also known as Setu Bandhasan, is also called a back bend. It complements the forward flexion of the spine. From here, let's bring our knees into the chest again, hug the knees closer, and we're going to open into happy baby pose. So again, holding the big toes or your ankles, inner outer arches, whichever feels good, and then rocking side to side. As you rock side to side, notice how that feels. Very good. Happy baby pose. It's a great stretch for the shoulder, for the hips. And when you feel comfortable, you can continue to rock or stay still. You're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. So find your way of exploring this. And then when you're ready, slowly release. Bring your knees into the chest. Hug the knees closer. A moment of gratitude for this practice. Gratitude for this body, for its strength, for its wisdom, for the power, and also this opportunity to connect. Slowly release the feet on the mat, and let's find our resting pose of Shavasana. So traditional Shavasana, the legs go wide. It's called as the corpse pose, which means how a dead body would lie on the mat, completely released and relaxed, surrendering to Mother Earth. So that's how the Shavasana is. Shavasana, corpse pose. Legs go wide, arms away from the body. Palms are facing up. Couple wiggles with the shoulders. If you feel your lower back feels tighter, maybe lift the lower back a couple times and let it relax. And let the whole body relax completely. You can have a pillow or a blanket under your knees. If this Shavasana doesn't feel comfortable, you can bend the knees. Feet can be wide, knees falling. You can always come into this constructive resting pose, whichever feels good. Take some time to find your relaxing pose. Close your eyes and let the whole body relax and release. Before we begin our final relaxation, just move your attention to all the parts of the body and notice if they are completely released. And if you find any tension or tightness in any parts, bring some movement to those parts and let them relax. Closing your eyes, exhaling completely. Let the whole body surrender and relax here. I welcome you to a guided relaxation where I call out the names of different parts of your body. And I want you to bring your awareness, your focus to those parts. Keeping your eyes closed, let's bring our focus to the toes of both the feet. Relax the toes. Relax the arches. Relax the ankle joints, calf muscles. Relax the knee joints. Release the thighs on the mat. Relax the hip joint, right and left. If your glutes feel tighter as if they're holding back, maybe just wiggle through the lower back and relax the glutes, relax the hips. Bring your focus to your tailbone, lower back, middle back. Relax your upper back and the back of shoulders. Relax the arms, elbows and the forearms. Release the tension into the wrist joints and relax the palms, fingers all the way to the pinkies. Your entire arms and legs are completely relaxed, as if they are sinking into the mat. Bring your awareness to the front of your body where your belly is breathing. Inhales and exhales. The belly rises and falls with the breath. The rhythmic movement of the chest as you breathe in and out. And acknowledging this beautiful partnership. Lungs, the heart. Shift your focus to the neck muscles and relax the neck, the sides, the front and back of the neck muscles. Relax the jaw muscles, so open and close the mouth, moving the jaw side to side. Release the tension of the face, the cheeks, the chin, the nose, the eyes, and the forehead. The entire face is completely released. Let that relaxation go beyond the forehead to the crown. The whole body is completely relaxed from the crown to the toes. Complete surrender. Complete let it go. Without disturbing this relaxation and peace. Without opening the eyes, slowly bring in small movements to the fingertips and the toes. And when you feel ready, you start to welcome even more movements. Maybe the neck moves side to side. The arms come closer to the body, and then gently bending the knees, bringing the knees into the chest. You can stretch the arms up if you want. Welcome any stretch that feels good. Maybe rocking side to side, just like the warm-ups. Awakening the body part by part. When you feel comfortable, slowly turning on the right side and just rolling on the right side, staying there for a couple of breaths. When you feel ready, push yourself up into a comfortable seat with the help of your hands. Find a comfortable seat. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed if you feel comfortable, or you can open them, bringing your hands to the heart. Reminding the motivation, the intention of these practices, the healthy choices we made with our food, with our lifestyle, with our exercises. And remembering to bring this positive energy in every aspect of our lives. Let this practice and the benefit walk with you beyond this mat. Bring your hands to the third eye or eyebrow center for healing thoughts. Hands to the lips for healing words, and hands to the heart, healing intentions. It was an honor to guide you all in your practice today. The light in me honors the light present in each of you. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much.